Hello everyone. Welcome to my tutorial. My name is Arsalan and you are watching Kreateev Dezines. So here we are with Photoshop. This is first tutorial of Photoshop. In this tutorial we will learn how to get start with Photoshop. So let's start from beginning. This is first interface of Adobe Photoshop CC look like same as Adobe Illustrator CC. On the left side we have Tools panel and right side we have some properties. Let's start with New Document. If you are using newer version, so this dialog box might be some different, but you can find same options here. Here you can name your document. Here you can apply size, what size you want. And remember you have to decide your document size in the beginning, because it will create problem if you change it later. This is called resolution. We will discuss it later when we will work on images. Right now just keep in mind when we work in print media document, so go with 300 pixel resolution, and for electric media like mobile or web pages go with 72 pixel. Leave it at pixel inch. Color mode you remembered about RGB and CMYK use. But there are some more color mode. We will use it later. Hit OK. Here we are with New Document. So very first and important thing in Photoshop is Layers panel. In Adobe Illustrator layers are not so important to use. If you don't use layers in Illustrator that's okay. But in Photoshop layers are so important. You need separate layers for every objects. By default every document come up with one layer called background layer. You can see lock icon on this background layer. If you move this layer so it will warn you. But you can apply tools on this layer. Select rectangle tool and drag a rectangle. In Photoshop fill color command is different from Illustrator. Click here and select color from this window. This is called foreground color and this one called background color. Click it and change it. For foreground color press Alt and backspace, and for background color press Ctrl backspace. Press Ctrl D for release selection. Now move it so it's still warning you. Come to this lock icon and click it. Now make another selection and fill it. Now you can move it, but both objects are moving, they become a group. One more different thing in Photoshop is undo command. Once it's undo, but the second time it show redo for Ctrl Z. If you want to go back more than one time you have to press Ctrl Alt and Z for step backward. Create a new layer and draw a selection and fill it. Now move it. And if you make another rectangle and fill it. So it will become group. Press undo. If you pick new layer and apply fill, so it will fill your whole layer. If you want to change this red color and you apply direct fill on your layer, so it will apply on whole layer. To change this red color, come to this layer and click by holding Ctrl key, so it will create selection of your layer. Now it will apply only in selection area. If you want to duplicate, hold Alt key and move it. Next option is group. Move this layers into group. When you move it, so whole group will move. This is because of, in move tool here we have selected group. Change it to layer. Now only selected layer will move. This is transform control, you can scale and rotate from this option. Press enter when you done. There is one more option called auto select. When you click on any layer it will select. If you don't active this option, so only that layer will move which is already selected. You can also select layer by right click. Next is alignment. Select this layers and align them. Top, left, center. If you want to lock one layer during alignment, so select layer and click by holding Ctrl key. Now this layer is locked. Now more properties of rectangle. First is new selection. If you hold Shift key, so it will add selection. If you hold Alt key, so it will subtract your selection, and last option is intersect. It will keep only common area in your selection. Next is feather. When you apply fill, so edges are sharp. But if I apply feather, so now edges are become so soft. Every time selection will come with feather. Remember one thing, if you make selection first and then apply feather, so it will not come. It will apply on next selection. And it will remain on same on every time until you change it. So I recommend you to put it on 0 and make selection. Now right-click and select feather, but make sure when you right-click you are on rectangle tool. Apply feather. Next is style. We are on normal. Change it to fixed ratio. Now it will draw selection with this ratio. Wherever your mouse will go, selection will come with this ratio. Next is fixed size, apply size, and just click. If you click more than once, so it will warn you. Click with holding Shift, so it will make more selection. Next is elliptical tool. This have same options like rectangle tool. Next is single line tool, just click and fill it. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. If you found my videos helpful, so must like it and share it. Also subscribe my channel by pressing bell icon for instant notifications of new updates. See you next time.